in through your nose.
Imagine your best self. How does it feel?
And out. And just get that picture in your mind.
Educators and students in Denver Public Schools are seeking and bolstering their best selves with something called mindfulness.
I think mindfulness is magical.
It's about showing up fully for each moment and paying attention to one's own needs.
I feel like you can have mindful moments when you're outside on your bike or with your family.
It's kind of slowing down and recognizing what's going on in your life, in your body.
There's lots of different places that you can explore mindfulness.
When educators and students are in that place,
we become better teachers, we become better supporters for each other.
And research shows it reduces stress, helps with focus.
It really helps me with my life.
And creates happier, more peaceful learning environments with fewer conflicts. So where does it start?
If we're not taking care of ourselves, we really can't be as readily available for our kids.
Michelle Saab is principal at Grant Beacon Middle School. This community opens up meetings with a quiet moment, breathing exercises, and conversations about life.
What amazing things have happened? What do you appreciate? We have a lot of students with major trauma. And then we have a lot of staff members that are taking that on for our kids. It's not an easy job, it's a stressful job. And it becomes more sustainable when you have these practices.
Later in the day,
So think about all the good things that happened this week.
They share those same mindful moments with their students.
I started treasuring that minute of silence and modeling that for the students as well in the classroom.
They need teachers that are centered and calm and able to take care of themselves.
Just focus on yourself, focus on how you feel right now and set an intention for the day.
There's an intention to mindfulness that supports every kid at every grade level. At DCIS at Fairmount,
I usually have a lot of stress waking up in the morning.
It guides meaningful conversations about stress and anxiety, where it comes from, how to manage it.
Well, here at DCIS, we use a lot of breathing techniques.
When you breathe, your body just calms down.
And so I've had teachers come to me and tell me that during testing, students are using those breathing techniques prior to taking a test or when they're getting frustrated.
Sometimes I'll go in the gym and I'll ask the teacher if I could use her breathing bowl. She'll say yeah. So I'll just use it and I'll breathe in for a couple of times and then it'll calm me down.
It's something that's made a big difference in our school.
So right now, we're going to have a me moment about your perfect day.
Me moments at Henry Middle School help students get recentered.
Mindful minutes really come in handy when it the school stress and friend stress start happening, because then it just gives you a moment to just breathe and relax.
Even at first you feel like, well, this is silly. How am I supposed to stand up here and have my kids breathe and have my kids talk about gratitude? But it becomes part of who we are as Henry.
In high school and college, everything stress can feel like too much.
All right, go ahead and let your eyes close if you haven't already.
So West Leadership Academy educators strategize for all of that stress using mindfulness.
Know that you have some time to just be by yourself and just relax.
From how to handle the big tests,
Produce a lot of anxiety.
to handling something many adults can identify with.
Actually, I'm starting to drive. And that's really, really hard to me sometimes, and sometimes okay, Anna, just think, take yourself 5 seconds, and that will help me a lot to focus on what I'm doing.
I am grateful for my friends.
There isn't a specific set way to do mindfulness as a school community, nor does it look the exact same way from one student or educator to another. What's important? Putting doubt at the door and just giving it a shot.
Well, I'm really thankful to have it in my life, because now I know that I'm not the only one who goes through all this stress and anxiety and all this stuff, that I can just see it and think about my life, and that it's good.
For DPS Features, I'm Ben McKee.